Nitai Pada Kamala Bodhi Chandra Shushitala Jai Chaya Jagata Jura Jai Chaya Jagata Jura Nitai Binibhai Radha Krishna Paitanai Nitai Binibhai Radha Krishna Paitanai Dridha Kori Thoda Nitai Pai Dridha Kori Thoda Nitai Pai Shesham Bondha Nahija Drita Janma Gelota Gelota Sheposhu Voroduracha Sheposhu Voroduracha Nidaina Bolila Moke Majilo Shangsha Shuke Nidaina Bolila Moke Majilo Shangsha Shuke Vidya Kule Kikori Beta Vidya Kule Kikori Beta Ahankara Mata Hoya Nitai Pada Pashadiya Satyeda Satakori Mani Asatyeda Satakori Mani নিতায়ে করুণ হবে ব্রজে রাধা কৃষ্ণ পাবে নিতায়ে করুণ হবে ব্রজে রাধা কৃষ্ণ পাবে তোরা নিতাই চরণ দুইখানি তোরা নিতাই চরণ দুইখানি নিতায়ে চরণ সত তাহার সেবক নিত নিতায় পদ সত করুণাশা নিতায় পদ সদ করুণাশা নরোত্তম বড় দুঃখী নিতাই মোরে কর সুখী নিতাই মোরে কর সুখী নরোত্তম বড় দুঃখী নিতাই মোরে কর সুখী রাখো রঙ্গ চরণের পাশ রাখো রঙ্গ চরণের পাশ রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী মাধব জয় জয় গোপীজন বল্লভ জয় গিরিবরদারি জয় গিরিবরদারি গিরিবরদারি জয় গিরিবরদারি Jashodanandana Jai Vrajajanaranjana Jaya Vrajajanaranjana Jaya Vrajajanaranjana Jai Jamunatiravanachari Jai Kunja Vihari Jai Kunja Vihari Jai Chamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Acharya Sri Srimad Srila Abhacharana Arabinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON Pratishtat Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Kori Vaishnava Vrinda ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Sri Sri Nitai Gaushidanat Pramanandi Hari Hari Bol Vande Aham Sri Guru Shri Jutapara Kamalang Shri Guru and Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sakrujatam Sahagana Raganatam Vitam Tang Shajivam Shadvaitam Shavadutam Parijana Shaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shivishakang Vidangsha Mantra Guru Ajota Shikha Guru Ganta Charane Age Gorya Bandhan Panchakalpa Trubhyashta Kripashinda Bevacha Patitanam Pavaneva Vaishnava Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaudavani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shandavari Prashtatta Deshatarane Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Se Advaita Gadadha Shiva Shri Guru Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Just Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Jushtam Swalankritayr Pumbir Sribhishcha Harenakshibihi Kim idam kashyabashtanam Kutam tad idam ityabhut Jushtam swalankritai pumbi Stribisha harinakshibihi Kimidam kashyabashtanam Kutam tad idam ityabhut. Please chant. Mantri Mandoli. Justam adorned. So, well, alankritai, ornamented. Pumbihi, with men. Stribihi, with women. Cha, and harina, like those of the she-deer. Akshibihi, whose eyes. Kim, what? Idam, this. Kasha, whose. Ma, or. Shtanam, place. Katam, how. Tat, it. Idam, this. Iti, so. Abhut, has become. And text 20. Text 21. Sukadeva Goswami continued, thus thinking thus to himself, Sudama finally came to the place where his home stood. But that place was now crowded on all sides with towering celestial palaces, rivaling the combined brilliance of the sun, fire and moon. There were splendorous courtyards and gardens, each filled with flocks of cooing birds and beautified by ponds in which Kumuda, Amboja, Kala, and Utpala lotuses grew. Finally attired men and doe-eyed women stood in attendance. Sudama wondered, what is all this? Whose property is it? How has this all come about? Purport, Srila Sridhar Swami gives the sequence of the Brahman's thoughts. First, seeing a great unfamiliar effulgence, he thought, what is this? Then, noting the palaces, he asked himself, whose palace is this? And recognizing it as his own, he wondered, how has this become transformed? Srimad Bhagavatam ki. He's a friend of Lord Krishna. From childhood, they were friends. Actually, Krishna is everyone's friend. Suridam sarvabhutanam. Suridam, surit means friend. Suridam sarvabhutanam. I'm the friend of all living entities. However, this is a special type of friend. Right? This is a special type of friend. Everyone's Krishna. Krishna says he's friend of everyone. friend of all. In the Sarvabhutanam, in all beings, he is situated as a super soul. Suridam Sarvabhutanam Gyatva Shantim Richati. Suridam Sarvabhutan. But this is a special type of friend. You know, Krishna appears. He appears on the planet occasionally. Sambhavami Atmamaya Juge Juge Sambhavami Atmamaya Sambhavami. I appear. Ajopi Shan Abhyayatma. Bhutanam Ishwaropi San. Although I am unborn, that's the difference between, what's the difference between God and the jiva? What is the same? Kota bujhte paren, ingreji kota bujhe jai, ingreji kota bolo, ingreji hobe, shobai ekhane boshe achen, bujhchen kina jani na, ingreji ঠিক আছে, ingreji, এখানে অনেক শিক্ষিত উন্নত চেতনা ব্যক্তিরা তাদের জন্য ইংরেজি ভাষা বলি। The difference between the jiva and the supreme soul. What is similar is Satchidanand, eternality, chit consciousness, anand bliss. Mama Ibangsha Jibaloke. Mama Ibangsha Jibaloke. Krishna says, but Amrake, who are we? Mama Ibangsha, Mama Eba Angsha. Mama Eba Angsha. We are part of Krishna. We're part of Krishna. So we have the qualities of Krishna. We have the same qualities, same product. Mama Bangsha Jivaloke. But the difference is Anu Bibu. We're small. Spiritual quality, but small. So therefore, Krishna Boli Shai Jiva Anadi Bahiramuka Ota Eva Maya Ataradeva Shangsha Dukha. We become influenced by the material energy. Krishna Shurya Shama Maya Hoy Ondoka. Jahan Krishna Tahan Maya Adikana. Krishna can never be influenced by the material energy. Krishna, it's his Bahiranga Shakti. It's his shadow potency. Shadow. Chayeva Yasha Bhubanani Bibharti Durga. Chayeva. Chaya Eva. Like a shadow. Like shadow. So the shadow, you create shadow. By your presence, you produce shadow. Yeah? But the shadow, the shadow cannot cover you. Because you're producing the shadow. Clear? But because we are small, we're the Anu Atma, we're small, the material energy, it overwhelms us. Material energy. Ekhane kotojon Bangalira achen hat tulun? Yeah. And South Indian, how many? Yeah, you see, even practicing devotional service many years, still we think we're this body. It's very powerful. Very powerful. Very powerful. We always, in fact, if we don't put energy, Shadhan Bhakti, Abhyasha Yoga Juktena, Mamich Chaptam Dhananja, Abhyasha Yoga Juktena. If we're not practicing, if we neglect the practice, then very quickly we fall into complete Maya again. And sometimes you see the devotees, and they go away from Krishna consciousness. Of course they will go away. If you don't put energy, if you're not practicing. It's not that I'm a devotee, I know, yeah, I'm Krishna Das, I know. If you don't every day, if you're not putting the energy into the Shadhana Bhakti, then immediately the material energy again will bewilder you. It's guaranteed. Bahuni me jet batitani janmani taba charjuna. Bahuni me batitani janma, because incalculable lives, one after another, we're wandering in this material existence, one body after another. Incalculable. And in this way, the tendency, very easily, the tendency is there, become covered by. But so therefore, we forget. Bahuni me batitani janmani taba charjuna. So many bahut janma, but you can't remember. Because at this time you think is everything. Matashmiti jnanam. Matashmiti jnanam apohanam. From me comes knowledge, remembrance, forget. Krishna makes us forget. The materialists, Ogyani, they argue, if we have many lives, we would remember. But we forget. Now I'm becoming old man. Old man. Before I was middle-aged, Komarat, Acharit, and now I'm old man. Becoming old man. You forget so many things. I think of my childhood. From birth to 10 years old, 10-year period, from birth to 10 years old, I can remember one thing. One thing. On my fourth birthday, I remember that. Before that, I don't remember anything. Before 4 years. On the fourth birthday, I remember that my mother, she gave me a Batman, Batman suit. A Batman cape. That's all I can remember for the first 10 years of my life. Everything else forgotten. And then after that, I remember I was 10 because I was 9 years old, and then I remember now it's double figures, 10. That was significant. Everything else I forgot. All of those, everything, every day what I did, I forgot. So much we forget, we don't know we've forgotten because we've forgotten. So we forget the previous life. We forget. Because Krishna's mercy, we forget. So that we invest our energy into this body, we think this is everything. If we were remembering that hundreds of times I've done this, gone to college, got a degree, got married, hundreds of times. At this time, why do again? Who would get married again if you remembered your last 100 marriages? Who would? Come on, again and again, same old thing. And so we forget. So that we can invest everything in this life. And now this life, in an illusion. In order to enjoy, you have to forget. Prabhupada gives example. He says that, Prabhupada is Kolkata man. আপনাদের এমন সৌভাগ্য এইখানে প্রভুপাদের জন্মস্থান আপনাদের সেবা পেয়েছেন এমন সৌভাগ্য প্রভুপাদের জন্মস্থানে প্রভুপাদ চেয়েছেন এখানে বড় একটা মন্দির হতে কলকাতা এই বলেছেন এখানে একটা সুন্দর একটা অদ্ভুত মন্দির করেন আমার জন্মস্থানে সেই সেবা আপনারা পেয়েছেন এমন সৌভাগ্য আপনাদের সেই জন্য আসি মাঝে মাঝে আপনাদের সঙ্গ করার জন্য Prabhupada, he's Kolkata man. One time the devotees were worried. Prabhupada was in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Paris, France, New York. There's a big city, they were worried. Prabhupada said, there's nothing for me. I'm Kolkata man. Kolkata man. Yeah. And the time when Prabhupada was born, at that time Kolkata was a Aishwarya Punna Shahar. It's most magnificent city. The time of Prabhupada's appearance, Kolkata was the second most important city in the British Empire. The second most important city in the British Empire, Kolkata. And Prabhupada appeared at that time. The magnificence of Kolkata, you see in Kolkata town, in the city, the buildings. But the people now, these local people, they can't even see beyond. They just see the tea stalls and the choto dokan. It is the cheap things. All of that area there, Maidan, Chowringi. They're little cheap things. There's 50 rupees this, 50 rupee stall. That's where the big consciousness. And the eating everywhere, eating on the footpath. What has become of humanity if you stand on the footpath and eat? What has become of life? We know time. What has become? They stand on the footpath and eat. And all the people standing there, so Rajagun, so much Rajagun. Juktaha, Jukta Cheshtashta Karmashu, Jukta Sapna Avabodasha, Jogo Bhavati, Dukkha. If you want to dukkha, if you want to destroy the suffering in life, dukkha, if you want to remove suffering, then Jukta Ahar. You make your eating a spiritual practice. Jukta Ahar. Your eating, you connect that to the service of the Supreme Lord. Jukta Aha, Jukta Cheshtasta Karma. You make your work in connection with the Supreme Lord. Jukta Swapna, Avabodha, your rest, your relaxation in relation to the Jogo Bhavati, become a yogi. Dukkha. And this way you remove all the unhappiness in life. The people do not know. That's our business here. That's our business today. Prem Sharu Prabhu. He took me on tour of, oh, there's so much potential here. But why? Why? Because the people are in ignorance. And they have attained human life. And what, this Manav Janma Dulab. What's that? Dulab Manaba Janama Shat Shange Toraha E Bhavashindu Day. Dulab Manob. Dulab. It's so rare to get human life. Human body, dulab manav janama. Shat shange, because you can make decision to do shat shanga. You come to the temple. The animals, they're so much victimized, so much controlled by the urges. Aha nidrabai matun. That's it. The existence for them. I used to live in Australia. I grew up in Australia. And there are many farms. And on the farms, the sheep. You know the sheep? Sheep. Meh. 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 Sheep. The wool. Australian wool. Merino wool. You can get the chador in Newmarket. Merino wool. It's very nice wool. There's so many sheep there. And the sheep, we would go to the farm. We'd go to the farm, the sheep farmer. We would go and try to preach to them Krishna consciousness. We'd go on the drive, big property. Thousands and thousands of acres. Farmer there. You drive in, all the sheep. They hear the vehicle. They look. The vehicle goes by. Vehicle, and then again they're eating. The sheep all day they're eating. The sheep all day eating. From they get up, they start eating. They're chewing the grass all day. It's chewing grass all day. See, you understand? The existence for them is simply eating. And nothing beyond that. Nothing beyond that. Now you can, in human life, you can also live like that. The materialistic person is simply making money. Diba cha arta ihaya rajan kutumba baranenaba. The Bhagavad explains. Diba, all day ta arta ihaya rajan, day and night. They make it diba cha arta ihaya. They're only interested in making money. And the unfortunate thing is that there's never enough. There's never enough money. Even you get money, but it's never enough. You're never satisfied. They're always more. But yesterday we were describing. Actually, we're not wealthy. We're not a wealthy person, but we're satisfied. We're not always hankering for money. We're not always thinking about money, hankering for money. But the materialistic person, even though they have enough, they're always hankering for more. There's never enough. The consciousness is simply about making money. And everyone else is doing the same. So we become affected. We become affected. Actually, we're meant for greater things in human life. Shishinita Goshala ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Because we are Mama Eva Angsha, Mama Eva Angsha, part of Krishna, but Krishna, same quality, Mama Eva Angsha, then the purpose of life is to understand that. Shesham Bandha Nahi Ja Prita Janma Gelo Tar. Shesham Bandha Nahi Ja. If you do not understand your relationship with God, Shesham Bandha Nahi Ja, those who haven't realized, I am part of parcel of God. I'm part of God. You haven't realized that Brita Janma Gelo Tar. The whole life is wasted. The whole life is wasted. Bidakule ki kodi be'etar. What's the use of your birth, your learning, your position, your wealth? It's all taken away. It's all taken away. It's all lost at the end. What was the use of all that? This life, you can say, oh, no, I did that. I went to college, previous life. I don't need. I did the degrees. I passed everything, previous life. This life I can skip. No, you have to do again. You have to start from 0 point. So all of the so-called achievements are illusory. Just imagine you're going to the airport. You're taking the flight, Kolkata, Delhi. And you're driving, you're on time, everything packed. Yes. Good. Driving, you're passing the vehicles on the highway. We're getting it. We're going to be on time. We're going to be early. So much progress. And when you get to the airport, maybe an international flight, going to Dubai. You get to the airport, you go to the check-in, you have no passport. You forgot your passport. So what was the use of all of that packing and the journey, and you passed and you got the green light? It's all meaningless. It's all zero. You have to go back again and start from fresh. You have to go back and get passport. But we're thinking we're making progress. We're thinking we're getting ahead, making progress. It's meaningless. It's illusory. It's all lost. So the difference, what's the difference? We're discussing the difference. And we change body. And because we change body, we forget everything. And nobody will forget. We're thinking, I'm South Indian, I'm Bengali, that's me. We forget. But it's not us. It's anitto deho goto porichoy. It's anitto. So the Lord, He also changes, He also appears. Ajo pisan abhyayatma bhutaramishuro prakritim swam adhishtaya prakritim swam adhishtaya. I appear in the material energy. Prakritim swam adhishtaya shambhavami atmamayaya. By my own desire. We take birth, but it's out of our control. We're forced to take birth. We're forced to take birth. Many of you, if you had the choice, probably you would not have taken birth where you took birth. If you had the choice, you wouldn't have chosen that. You would have chosen something else. I will be a prince, the son of a king. We have no choice. We're Sharidar bijjao chodendriya taga jive fele bishai shagore. Jive fele bishai shagore. We're thrown fele. Jive fele bishai shagore. We're thrown into this ocean of birth and death. We don't know where we land. It's not. We have no control. We take birth here. Your wealthy family or poor family, educated, uneducated, rich, handsome, skin color, you have no control. And you have to, you're stuck with that. You have to stuck with it. No control. And Krishna, He appears, Prakritim Shamadishtaya Shambhavami Atmamaya. He appears only to show kindness upon us. He appears to reveal. So they're very fortunate, like Shuddhama Vipra, to appear when the Lord is present on the planet. That's very special, to be able to participate in the pastimes of the Lord. Shuddhama Vipra. His wife says, oh, your friend Krishna is Dwarkadish. He's Dwarkadish. He has so many palaces. Has 16,108 palaces. Dwarkadish. Has so much wealth. You go visit him. He's your friend. The Shuddhama Vipra, the friend of Krishna. Could you imagine? You can knock on the door. Hey, Krishna, it's me, your friend. So that's very special. Very special. Those devotees that Actually, they appear to perform the pastimes. They appear to perform pastimes with the Lord. Navadip Ache Oddapok Shiromani Gangadash Pandit Heno Shandipani. This is the guru of Krishna. They were together in the school. Krishna and Sudama. They were together in the school in Avantipur, now Ujjain. And the teacher was Sandipani Muni. So that he's a special, to be Krishna, to be the teacher of Krishna and Balaram. It's not an ordinary teacher. It's a special. Your student is God. Your student is God. There's a special person, Sandipani Muni. A special person. And again he appears. When Goshundara here, there's Golmandal Bhumi. এমন সৌভাগ্য আপনাদের প্রভুপাদের জন্মস্থানে আপনারা এখানে থাকেন এবং গৌরমণ্ডল ভূমিতে জন্মগ্রহণ করেছেন গৌরমণ্ডল আজকে we walked today in the fields. I was thinking is গৌরমণ্ডল ভূমি যেবা জানে চিন্তামণি তারা হয় ব্রজ ভূমিবাস গৌরমণ্ডল ভূমি. This Gangadas Sandipani Muni, he appears in Gauramandal Bhumi. Mahaprabhu appears. All of the Brajabasis, Krishna Nitya Shanga Shangini, Brajadam, they appear in Gauramandal Bhumi to associate with Shachinandan, Gaudhari. They appear. They're not ordinary people. Again and again they appear. Navadip Achay Oddapok Shiromani. The crest jewel, Oddapok Shiromani, the crest jewel of the teachers in Navadip. Gangadas Pandit Heno Shandipani. At Sandipani Muni, he appears as Gangadas Pandit to be the teacher of Gaudhari. And what a student Gaudhari. What type of student is that? Joto Baka Gangadas Pandit Koren Shukrit Shunile Matro Tako Doren. Whatever Gangadas Pandit would say, Sukrit Shunile Matro Tako Doren, Shachinandan would remember hearing it once. You imagine a student like that? Many teachers here, many exalted teachers. Huh? Imagine a student like that. That's a relationship, to have a relationship, to be able to see the Lord, to be able to touch Him, to be able to speak with Him whilst He's appearing in His pastimes. It's so special. So therefore the special associates of the Lord, the Antaranga Bhaktagon, the internal special associates, the dear, the friends, the parents, the lovers, the friends, the parent, they appear repeatedly when the Lord appears. They accompany Him. Prabhupada said, like a king. He doesn't come alone. You know, Prabhupada, he saw the King of England. What was the king's name? What was the king's name? Oh, what is this? Prabhupada deshe gon, Prabhupada janmastane thaken, Prabhupada lila janen na. Prabhupada saw the King of England. What was the king's name? You don't know. It's King George. Before Queen Elizabeth, it's King George. And before that was Queen Victoria. Victoria Monument. They built it, but she never came. But King George came. When Prabhupada was a boy at the Matilal Free School Street, King George came to Kolkata. Yeah. And all students, they all lined up on the side of the road, and King George came in his chariot, not chariot, what's that called? A carriage, royal carriage. King George, he came. And all students got Rajgula and Samosa. Prabhupada tells the details. And Prabhupada once said about Bhavananda Goswami, in the beginning, Mayapur, Bhavananda Goswami. And Prabhupada told Bhavananda Goswami and Jayapataka Swami, he told them to do Chatumasya. There were sannyasis. And they were, ISKCON Mayapur now is almost 10,000 devotees. Mayapur. Then there was only two, Bhavananda and Jayapataka Swami. And they stayed in the hut, in the Bhajan Kutir. And Prabhupada, because they're Gaudiya Mutt, the Mayapur was nothing, a few temples of Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. and his disciples, a few temples. And the Gaudiya Sannyasis, they do Chatamasha. Even now they do Chatamasha. They keep their dari, they keep a beard for 4 months. Prabhupada told Jayapataka Swami and Bhavananda to do the Chatamasha, because all the sannyasis in Mayapur were doing. Now ISKCON devotees, sannyasis, they're not doing that. There's a Chatamasha. But then ISKCON was not known. ISKCON was now ISKCON, everyone follows ISKCON. Now ISKCON. In those days ISKCON was new. So Prabhupada said, you do Chatamasha. And Prabhupada came to Mayapur, he saw Bhavananda with a beard. He said, you remind me of King George. King George. So when the king comes, he doesn't come alone. When the king comes, there's a big entourage. In fact, when the President of the United States, Barack Obama, he came to India. He came to India, President of the United States. He came to India a few years ago when he was president. And actually, as a point of interest, he appreciated the Akshay Patra program. You know that? And he said that this is such a well-organized program. Barack Obama, he appreciated Akshay Patra program so much. He appreciated that. It attracted his attention. So he came, just the preliminary staff is 1,500 people. When he comes, just the organizers of the trip, you know, where he'll stay, the vehicles, the security, just the preliminary party is 1,500 people. And then when he comes his own airplane. He said several airplanes, that Air Force One, there's several of them. Yeah, Air Force One, a big jumbo jet. The president of the US, there's not just one, he has several. And before the flight, they don't know which one he'll take for security. Yeah. So then he comes with his own plane, and then there's 1,500 people just on. But before that, 1,500 people, just to prepare things. Catering, you know, scheduling, transport, security, 1,500 people. And that's just for a mundane leader of this planet. But when the Supreme Lord comes, all of his associates, they come in advance. Brajendra Nandana Jai Shachishuta Hoilo Shai. Brajendra Nandan Jai, that darling king of the king of Braj, Brajendra Braja Indra, the king of Braj, Brajendra Nandan, the darling son of the king of Braj, Nanda Dulal, Brajendra Nandan Ajay Shachishuta Hoilo Shai. He's appeared in the courtyard of Sachimata. He's the son of Sachimata. Baladama Hoilo Nitai. He, Krishna and Balaram in Dwarka, they're kings. They're kings with great royal paraphernalia, with chariots, with armies. Krishna had an army. And they're kings with great opulence and great prestige. And when he comes as Gaudhari, he takes birth in a humble cottage. It's not by chance like us. We get born here and there. You don't know where you end up. He appears in Nadiagram, Navadip. He appears there in the cottage. It's a clay, mati. It's not that by chance he appears there. He desires to enjoy as Nadia Bihari, as Navadip Chandra, as Dwijamani. Dwijamani, the jewel of the Navadip Brahmins. Dwijamani, the jewel of the Navadip Brahmins. He comes to enjoy in the society of Brahmins. And the Bidda Lila, and the scholarship. And his learning is so extraordinary. His learning is so extraordinary. He enjoys debate, arguing, defeating the other scholars. It's his pastimes. Just like Ramchandra Bhagavan, he comes, he's the king. And Brajendra Nandan, he's a cowherd boy. And he enjoys Gopi Janaranjan with the residents of Vrindavan. And when he comes in and he appears in Gormandal Bhumi, he's a Brahmin, Dwijamani, the crest jewel of the Navadip Brahmins. And he enjoys the Vidyalila, the scholarship. He enjoys. Adikonda, Shri Goshundar, Sharva Shastra Jai, Shri Bhuvane, Heno Nahi, Shai Shanmukohoi. Adikanda, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat describes Goshunda. He mastered all the scriptures. Sharva Shastra Jai, Tribhuvane, within the three worlds. Heno Nahi Shai Shanmukohoi. There was no one who could stand in front of him and debate Shastra. He comes and he enjoys these pastimes as a scholar, as Navadip Chandra. And those so fortunate souls who were there in Navadip to go in the class with Chaitanya, Gadadhar Pandit, Mukunda Datta, Krishnananda, they're special, the school childhood friends, and the school teacher, Gangadas Pandit, and he's going to school. We'll discuss more today. I'm speaking today we'll discuss more about that, pastimes. Vidyalila, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now we're talking about the difference. He's appearing with his friends. He's appearing with his friends to enjoy special, intimate relationships with them, the special friends. Bhakto Shime Shakacheti. Bhakto Shime, you're my devotee and my friend. Bhakto Shime Shakacheti. Rahasyam hi etad uttam. And therefore Krishna, he explains the mysteries of Bhagavad Gita to his friend Arjuna. So we don't imitate, not that that's called Sahajiya. Sahajiya. Now I've become an associate of the Lord, now I've become friend of the Lord. I can participate in the pastimes with him. No, that is not our... Maybe you might be. Maybe here, there may be. In our movement, why not? The associates of the Lord may be appearing in our movement. It's not that they just appear when he appears. It's not that they just appear when he's present. Some of the associates, they come after. Like, for example, Narottam Thakur Mahashai. Narottam Thakur Mahashai. He appeared after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu left. Vrindavan Das Thakur, Krishna Lila Bhagavate Kohe Bed Vyas, Chaitanya Lila Vyas, Vrindavan Das. The compiler of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur, he is Vyasadev. He's Vyas Muni. That Vyasadev who was present when Krishna was on the planet. He was there, Vyas Muni was there during the battle of Kurukshetra. Vyas Muni was there when Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. Vyas Muni was present in Krishna's pastimes. And that same Vyasadeva, he appeared in Gaur Leela, but he wasn't present when Sachinandan appeared. He appeared here after. In fact, his mother, when she was a young girl, her name was Narayani. When she was a young girl, she was 4 years old. At that time, she received the prema, the kripa siddha. Although she's nitya siddha, but she kripa siddha. She was a young girl. Mahaprabhu he had revealed himself as the supreme Godhead to Srivas Thakur. He appeared. Deki birashane boshyachin vishramba Chaturbuj Shankar Chakra Gada Padmadhar. He's displaying his forearms in the courtyard of Srivas Thakur. And Srivas Thakur is completely overwhelmed. And Mahaprabhu chastises, Dakiya Boliya, Ade Shunibash, Otadin Najane Ama Prakash. For so many years, for so many days, you couldn't recognize me. He's chastising, but he's covering. They're all in, they're not right, they don't know he's God. They don't know. He displays his supremacy as the Supreme Personality of God. And then he says, just see, he's talking about delivering the Nawab Hussain. He'll deliver him. Mahaprabhu is describing, he's saying he'll go to Gaur, he'll deliver Nawab. Deliver. He went. Mahaprabhu went later. Having taken sannyas, he went to Gaur. But this time he's householder. And he's saying, you doubt my potency? And he sees the niece of Srivas Thakur, the niece of Srivas Thakur. Her name is Narayani. She's 4 years old. And he says, chant Hare Krishna. And Narayani, she hears. She's 4 years old. She falls on the ground. She's overwhelmed with love of Godhead, Krishna Prema. The tears profusely flowing from her eyes. She's calling out the name of Krishna, Krishna, Prema, love of God. She's not doing any effort. She's not going to Mangal Arti. She's not chanting japa. She's not studying the books. She's not doing book distribution. She just happened to be there. Mahaprabhu get prema. So that Narayani, then she was 4 years old. When she married her son, Vrindavan Das Thakur. There's Vyasadev. He appeared as her son. So that was 20 years of Mahaprabhu had already left. So it's not that they associate. Sometimes they appear after also. They appear after. Just like we have Prabhupada. Prabhupada has these associates. These special great Vaishnavas. They've done so much. They're incomparable achievements. They spread Krishna consciousness all over. Prabhupada came, 12 years he traveled and preached, but actually he empowered these great Vaishnavas. He empowered them, who've subsequently been preaching 50 years. And they've established Krishna consciousness movement all over. They're not ordinary Vaishnavas. These special Prabhupada empowered preachers. They're not ordinary Vaishnavas. They accompany Prabhupada from planet to planet. So Prabhupada's associates, they came. They're special. Many you know, Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, Jaipataka Swami Maharaj, Radhanasa. This is not ordinary. They're specially empowered. Prabhupada's associates. But it's not that only when Prabhupada was present, his associates. Some will come after. Some will come to this movement after Prabhupada, his eternal associates, in order to serve him. So there may be the Grihastas here, Gaunitai Mondir, Newtown, the Grihastas, the Prabhupada's associates may be appearing in your home. The eternal associates of Sri Hari, they may be appearing in our communities. Why would they not? Why would there's such opportunity for Seva? There's such Kirtan Anand. This Harinam Anand is available in ISKCON. Why they're not attracting the eternal associates that they come here to associate with the Lord, serve the Lord and do something in the service of the Lord? They will come in our movement. So such souls may be amongst us. But generally we don't consider ourselves as such. We consider ourselves a condition, Nittabada, and only by mercy of the Vaishnavas have we come to Krishna consciousness. So we don't imitate, now I am Krishna's friend. I can sit and eat with Krishna, I can tell stories, we can go and have some pastimes. No. What we do is we hear about this, we hear about the Lord, the way the Lord interacts with his associates. That's Bhagavat. We hear these relationships. Pibatam Bhagavatam Rasham. The flavor of loving Krishna as his friends are doing in a different rasa is a Sakya ras, Sudama. Is Vatsalya ras. Nanda Baba, Jashoda Mata, Jagannath Mishra, Sachima, Vatsalya ras, the Madhuja ras. There's a different rasa, different relationships. The eternal associates, they're enjoying those relationships. And by hearing about those relationships, we hear in the Bhagavatam, we hear these descriptions, then we can imbibe the sentiment. It's called Rag Mag Bhakti. Actually, Mahaprabhu appeared to bestow the Rag Mag Bhakti by hearing this interaction, the Rasa Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Rasa Tattva Pranto, SUBSCRIBE Prabhu, Bhagavat Siddhanto, to Rupa Goswami, Mahaprabhu's teaching, Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Pranto, SUBSCRIBE Prabhu, Bhagavat Siddhanto. This is the Bhagavatam is meant to teach us the Rasa Tattva, the science, the truths of the relationships. And we learn that, we hear that, we learn that by hearing the way the Lord interacts with his associates. And in this way we can develop the same mellow Ragmag. We cultivate the same mellow by hearing. We cultivate the same mellow. And in this way we revive our eternal sentiment of loving the Lord in one of these 5 relationships. Any questions on today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I just wanted to know, you said Prabhu, you said long back ago, 50, 100 years ago, everything was very cheap, like 5, 10 rupees and all. But all of a sudden, like it was all this, everything was very, was affordable for a human. 500 years ago, 1000 years ago, but what exactly has happened in just next in this within the 50
Well, that's the
years?
thing. We don't know where we're going. As what the comment I made that I said that Satchidananda, he appeared in the cottage, in the clay hut. And I also said that now the people of Kolkata, they become cheap. When the British they built the building, it was very majestic. It was high class. And the buildings are just falling apart, and the people just make a little tin shack and sell some cheap thing, and everyone's happy with that in Kolkata. The beautiful buildings, and they're just falling apart, and they make a tin shack and they sell some cheap things, some imitation, and people, they think they're happy with that. Why that happens, we don't know where we're going. Just like this, how humanity has changed because of the cellular phone. First there was internet. I remember when the internet came. I remember internet. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj is in Melbourne Temple, and he said, you can write me an email. And we're like, what? What's email? The internet came. That was internet, and then computers managed to deal with that. But then the real revolution was the mobile phone. That changed everything. And online all the time, connecting, social networking. No one is, and now the people there, if you have a conversation with the young generation, people in their 20s and 30s, you have a conversation with them, you're talking with them, at the same time they have their phone and they're having, like, yeah. It's a standard thing now. People, it's accepted. Whatever comes a message, you just, it's actually, it's abhadra bhavaha. It's not respectful behavior. It's disrespect. It's neglect, inattention, ignoring somebody. But that's acceptable now. People, the phone is everything. It's changed humanity. It's changed the way we social interaction. It's so tremendous change. But people never say, well, should we do this or not? They don't ever ask that question. We're simply driven by andaya tandaya upaniyamana. We're driven by blind. We don't know where we're going. We don't know where we'll end up. Technology, whatever they invent, we accept. Whether it's good or not for humanity, we never even consider. If you can make it and we can sell it, we'll do it. Because the technology can make it, new technology, and we can sell it, we can dominate the market, that's all people care about. But what direction is humanity going in? No one ever asks. No one ever asks. Should we have social media for the young society? But how it's changed humanity. How it's changed humanity. We never even consider. So that's because everything is now simply making money is what drives society. What will make money, and people, that's it. That's all they care about, making money. But what's good for humanity, the future, no one even considers. That's because there's no Brahmins influencing society. There are no Brahmins influencing society. Because the Brahmins have become degraded, the society in general, they don't respect, they don't value. And so our movement is to recreate a Brahminical leadership. That means become an ideal, become first class, so that we can give leadership and give vision to society as lacking in society. Some other questions? And Prabhupada was so concerned about producing a class of Brahmins that he actually even recruited Mlecha Jabon class and made them Brahmins. He recruited the Mlecha Jabon class, the Durdesh Papi Janma, the fallen from the foreign countries. Where in the foreign countries, you know, they go to the latrine, they don't even use water. You know that? They don't use water, they just use tissue paper. That's how degraded the foreign culture is. They don't even think to use water. But Prabhupada recruited from that class of people. He recruited and produced Brahmins. That's how powerful Prabhupada was. But you're born in Bharat Bhumi. Already you're in an advanced position. So become a first class Brahmin and give leadership. You give your life. Humanity is needing. Humanity, there's no leadership. There's no ideal leaders to inspire by their behavior. Apani na koale, shikana na jai, eito shidanta Gita Bhagavat gai. Become ideal character, and then you can lead humanity. You can lead humanity out of ignorance, and that's what's required. That's what's required in humanity. There's so many doctors, there's so many engineers. But how many Brahmin Vaishnavas are there who can actually give direction on how to attain perfection in life and themselves are demonstrating? So that's a problem. We have to produce, we have to become. Some other question this morning? Granthraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Go Premanande.